is a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be good. Just for the pieces I took off the monopoly board. They got false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Tracking 60.
Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Colts had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez kicking off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup.
on the ground. This is Joe Mixon. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Colt defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the Texans send out Kai Kroger to punt. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. JT touring the line. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And Stroud now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Texans send the punter out. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra injury.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as they take this forward to the 27.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Taylor on first down. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80. 60 vices, 60 vices.
And Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Get up. Johnny Lion. Alert. Alert. Lion.
On third down, here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he will have a first down here at the 40.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts, first down. First and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And 3.
And they'll run it here. On this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Richardson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A second 4th down conversion on this drive. Living dangerously, but they've got another first down.
32-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Press on 80.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Texans nothing.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here goes Stroud again. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense is looking for.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Texans are back within a score.
You know what? This back has really turned into a great pass catcher. It's a testament to the work he put in to get better every season he's been in the league. And it's that drive that has allowed him to have such a long career.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Richardson. Flournoy brings it in outright. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss
A
of
rare
2.
misstep
Brings
on
up
that last
second
play
and
because the
12.
drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Behind the chain, second and 12. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Texans 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Now it's Richardson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st down, Houston.
Stroud now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Throw with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Now, fourth down.
Stroud now on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And no one happier C.J. Stroud was drafted than Nico Collins, because he's had over 1,000 yards each season since Stroud came to town. What a great relationship those two have. Almost symbiotic in what they get done.
His throw incomplete.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The throwing again is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing now is Stroud. Touchdown! Jalen Noel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Texans 21.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Cowboys, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him any time he has open space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 7-yard return following a punt for 45 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther streak, Panther streak.
Richardson looking to throw this. His pass left side to Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 60, 60.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Richardson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Richardson going to try to run it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He chalked that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And he takes it in for a quick score. Anthony Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Finding Ertz again. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stroud sets up the play action. That's complete to Dell. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 35 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
Richardson will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That is caught by Dell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Texans first down.
Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. And Stroud now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
3rd down and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.